Now, a lot of people asked us whether or not there would be a way for them to protect a room, either in a home or an apartment, from electromagnetic radiation, including microwaves. And there actually is a good way to do that, taking advantage of the idea that a conductive layer, electrically conductive layer, will block the microwaves and other radio waves. So what you can do is you can purchase this material. We use this in a lot of our projects. It's rigid polyurethane foam insulation. And you can get it in huge sheets at big box stores. It's inexpensive. And it has a thermally conductive barrier in the polyurethane foam. But to enhance its thermal barrier effect, it has a sheet of aluminum on one surface that acts to reflect thermal infrared, increasing the insulation properties. But the aluminum is electrically conductive. So let's see what happens with this in a microwave beam. All right, let's see what we got. A lot of power, no power. A lot of power, no power. And it reflects. If you look, because of the angle, there's very little over here. But as you can see, it's reflecting the beam out this way. And nothing. And power. So this is a very effective means of blocking electromagnetic radiation. So the way you would use this material is typically as an insulating barrier. You would cut it into segments that would then be placed between the studs in a stud wall. And the aluminized film will block electromagnetic radiation. But as we demonstrated, the wood won't. So if you're going to try to create a true Faraday cage, surround yourself with an electrically conductive material, you're going to want to wrap something around this, either a little piece of sheet metal or some aluminum, or you may be in a building that has aluminum studs. But you always want to keep a complete barrier, either always in front of the studs, always completely behind the studs, or you're going to want to wrap this thing up. Also, don't forget the ceiling and don't forget the floor. In any case, we also want to try to find a way to protect you if you're mobile and you're not just building a building. And let me show you how we might be able to do that. So based on electrical conductivity, we had a large number of people commenting and questioning whether or not we could use something like this, an emergency blanket, often called a space blanket or a thermal blanket, as a means of protecting ourselves. It'd be wonderful because it's nice and light, portable, and inexpensive. Question is, does it work? Now this material is based on an extremely thin layer of a polyester film, great insulator, very strong plastic, on top of which they've placed a chemically vapor deposited layer of a few atoms of aluminum. And as a result, the material is electrically conductive. Now if you look at the meter right now, this shows you when you've got electrical conductivity. If I touch these two probes to the surface, you can see that it's electrically conductive. However, if I turn the surface upside down and we do the same test on the back side, it's not electrically conductive. So the aluminum coating is placed only on one surface. So we're going to turn it back over like this. Once again, just to prove it, we have electrical conductivity. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to label this side front. And I'll explain why I did that. All right, so let's go ahead and install that in front of the projector and see if this will block the radiation. Now, just like before, we have microwaves in front, but nothing in back. In front, nothing in back. In front, it's getting down through the table, but not behind the barrier. And you can see that it effectively reflects the energy because of the angle of the panel. So this stuff really works. And what's nice is it's light, it's inexpensive, you can carry this around in a pocket. You feel the burning or you detect that you've got microwave radiation hitting you, all you have to do is take this stuff out, wrap yourself up like a hot pocket, and you're good to go.